Hey guys, it's Di, and I thought I would do a quick video on the Frozen in Summer birthday party games that we played at Isabella's 4th birthday party before they kind of dispersed through the house and that sort of thing. So her birthday party was a couple days ago, and I was actually so busy at the party just making sure everyone had everything they needed and talking to people and socializing that I didn't actually take any picture or any video. So I'm kind of going back and showing things that I wanted to show. It was super fun, and I think that the kids really liked it. So that's, what matters. So this is Pin the Nose on Olaf, and I actually ended up drawing this on a white piece of poster board from Target. I just freehanded it. You can tell that it's not like the greatest job underneath there, but the kids seem to like it. They got the idea. And I had a bunch of these construction paper carrot noses, and you can see I just left it where the kids stuck it. Some of them are upside down, some of them are in the right spot. They're just kind of a little bit everywhere, so I left the last remaining ones. I actually didn't stick the hearts on there. Some of the kids stuck those on there, and I thought that that was really cute. So this was a super easy game. We already had the construction paper. The poster board was under $1, so this was a super cheap game as well. And obviously I've seen a lot of versions of this, some a lot more professional looking than mine, but I've seen a lot of versions of this on just different Pinterest sites and that sort of thing. So definitely a version that the kids like to do. So this was definitely a hit. The other Olaf activity that we had was dress up like Olaf in summer, and I had a cute little picture of him in his little grass skirt with a lei, and I actually had a lei on Olaf at the party, but a lot of those, I think different kids took them home with them, which was totally fine because we, don't need all of them. But I purchased, I believe, 4 or 5 of these grass skirts, and I think some of the kids took those home, which is fine, again, because we don't need all these things just hanging out after the party. But I got a bunch of these, not enough for every single kid because they were a little bit pricey. These skirts were like a couple bucks each. So to get one for each of the kids, there was about 18-ish kids that would probably wanted to dress up. So to get one for each of the kids would have been a little bit pricey, just on top of everything else. So I did get about 4, but the kids loved dress up. Like dress up was the hit of the party. So if I did it over again, I would maybe go ahead and then just bought one for every single kid. I didn't know how into it they were going to be, but the kids actually went straight for the dress up station, which is over here in our playroom. They were wearing the dresses all around the outside of the house where the majority of the party was. I mean, it was adorable. Dress up was the hit. So I would highly suggest doing something like this. In the grand scheme of things, if you made it part of your party favors, these were about $1 something, just under $2 at Party City, and then the little leis were about 99 cents. So if you did it for each child, it'd be around 3 something for each child. So if you had 20 kids, it'd be about $60, but the dress up at the party was a definite hit. So this was a cute little game. All total for me, the dress up portion, I probably spent less than $20 on it. I had about 5 of these little leis, and I had about 5 of these skirts. And then I did buy this little bin at Hobby Lobby, but this is something that we can reuse a lot around our house too, so I'm not really counting that in the party budget or whatnot. And then I bought Olaf at Target. I found him at Target like the day before the party, and he was perfect just for decoration. And this was about $15 or $16 if you can find one in stock. And it's super cute because he says all kinds of different phrases, and he actually comes apart in pieces. He's held together, which is nice. So so he just says all kinds of different lines that he says in the movie. But it's nice that they stay together even if the kids pull them apart. So pieces don't get lost. So that was dress up like Olaf. And then one of my personal favorite games from the party was the ice cube harvesting. Now this was an idea that my husband came up with, and I thought it was a spectacular idea, and I managed finding a lot of things that I thought were perfect for the game. Now I did spend a little bit more on this one, but this is something I feel like we're going to reuse a lot this summer, so I did get items that I felt like we could reuse here at home with the girls. And I thought that the kids really liked it. I thought it was a really cute idea. So the idea was you use motor skills to try to pick up the ice cubes, and I had them cold at the time to try to get them in your bucket. Now we really never organized this one, but I think this would be a cute game to organize, especially if you were working with a little bit older kids, maybe like some sort of race or something like that. And I just thought this was adorable to go along with the theme. So I had this little sign laying out, and there's kind of some grass pieces in here I need to clean out because this was sitting down down in the yard for the kids to play with. So the idea was they used the tongs, and there was majority like 3- and 4-year-olds at the party. So this was kind of a tough motor skill for them. But they were supposed to pick up the ice cubes and then put them in their little buckets. I actually ended up getting enough buckets that each kid could have took home buckets with them, and none of the kids at the party actually ended up taking them home with them. So I sent home a couple buckets with one of our friends that does the busy bags and all of that. So she's going to use it for a similar idea for motor skills. But these came in sets of 5, I believe, at Hobby Lobby, and they were only about $1.99. I also got the tray at Hobby Lobby. It was about $9 in the party section, and I thought it was perfect because it looked kind of like ice. I got these 2 little tong things at Bed Bath & Beyond, and they were 2 for $10. So I got this blue one and this pinkish purple one for us to use for other things like this to pick up. And they're kind of like a silicone, so they're soft. The main thing I wanted with the tongs was that they weren't like, you know, hard rubber or hard metal down here, just in case it turned into like some sort of sword fight or something with the boys. And then I got 3 of these ice cube little sacks at Bed Bath & Beyond. They were $3.99 a piece. And obviously these are reusable ice cubes, so if I put them in the dishwasher, we could probably use them for like actual like ice cubes if we wanted. But I'm planning on doing this sort of like ice cube pickup and put it in the counting with the pails and all that this summer as kind of a quiet time or busy bag activity type of idea. So I'm planning on using this summer, so that's why I didn't mind going ahead and investing. So I probably spent about $10 on the ice cubes, $10 on the tray, and maybe about $5 to $10 on the buckets, and then $10 in these. So this game was actually quite expensive at around probably $40, but I just thought it was super, super cute and something that I think we'll definitely reuse this summer. If you had older kids, you know, you could have them try to sort by color or something like that as well, but it was just really cute to watch the kids try to do this one. And the last sort of station that we had kind of organized, other than just regular play areas, was a craft area. And I figured because crafting is a huge hit with 4-year-olds, that we would go ahead and have a craft area set up. And there was definitely some kids that gravitated towards this. So I just had a bunch of these blank sheets of paper sitting there. And I noticed some of the adults were kind of like, what is this there for? But the 4-year-olds, like, they just jumped right into it and they just went to town. They love these little foam things, or my kids do anyways. Isabella was one that was over there doing this stuff. And then she actually had some girls and actually a couple boys over there with her just making their own pictures and stuff like that. So I tried to get like summer themed little foam things and just have a craft station where they could make their own little pieces of paper. It was just kind of another extra activity for the kids to do. So hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing the different games that we had at our Frozen in Summer birthday party, and I think it helped make the theme of the party go over as well as it did, and it really helped the kids have as much fun as possible. So thanks so much for watching and have a great day.